Happy St. Patrick's Day. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Alain. Short little show this morning to say Happy St. Patrick's Day. All of those that are celebrating, I hope you have a enjoyable and safe holiday. Make sure if you're drinking a lot of that green beer, you're not driving, and you take some safety habits and common sense along with you to the celebration so everybody has a good time, gets home safe. That's what I wish for everyone. I don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I don't have much Irish things, but I do have a green mug that says be giving. I think that's a good lesson for any day of the year. So be giving. I did put on a green shirt. I have my green mug that says be giving. So that's a little bit of celebration for it, and just want to make sure that everybody does have a happy and safe St. Patrick's Day. Now, I had a request that came in through the Enjoy Life Safely website, and this came from Stephen Beck, and he wanted me to mention this Irish stick fighting martial art that I was not familiar with. Bataireacht. It's an Irish martial art of stick fighting. I'm showing an old picture that I found on the internet just to illustrative purposes. A couple Irish people there fighting with sticks. This is an older martial art, but in some places it's coming back and you can actually train in it and so forth. Nowhere around here in Montana that I know of, but Stephen trains, and he trains with John Border and Michael Rickicki in New York, who studied under Bernard Laddie. Okay, so those are some different people, and if you're out in that area, it might be something fun to check out, not just for historical or St. Patrick's reasons, but an interesting way to, defend yourself with sticks. And one of the reasons I like stick fighting is because a lot of the principles taught in the arts that incorporate tools can be used with different instruments. I personally, doing Hapkido, study the cane, the donbong, the longer staff, the different size sticks. I really like the Hapkido cane that has the crook because there's different things we can do with that. But this looked like an interesting martial art. I had no idea about it. And so I looked it up a little after he sent me that message and thought I would mention it today, being St. Patrick's Day, and this being an older Irish form of stick fighting. So thank you, Stephen, for letting me know about that. Appreciate you writing me through enjoylifesafely.com and let me know, because it was something a little bit interesting and different for me to learn about and share here for others that might be interested to go do a research and learn a little bit more about that. If you're wondering how to spell that, it's Bataireacht. That's the Irish art. Bataireacht, for those that are listening on the podcast and want to go learn a little bit more about that and do a Google search and find more about it. That's what I have for you today. Just wanted to share that. Wanted to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day and a safe St. Patrick's Day. Thad's here and said, happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, Thad. Appreciate you being here and for the wish. Hope that you have a great day as well. I hope everybody has a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day. Make it a terrific Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow to talk a little about warrior wisdom on Wednesday.